Let's get to our first contestant of the final round. That's Lauren Frederick, the co-founder of Metazoa Brewing Company. Come on up.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lauren Frederick, and I am the Vice President of Metazoa Brewing Company. Metazoa is a pet-friendly craft brewery and tap room in the heart of downtown Indianapolis. Oh, thank you. This is our founder, Dave Worthington. He was an animal lover, home brewer, and serial entrepreneur, and he had a dream to create a space where the community could come together, drink beer, and create something for the community to be able to give back to various animal sanctuaries. So ever since we opened our doors, we made a commitment to our team and to the community to give 5% of all profits back to animal and wildlife charities. Before I keep going, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an understanding of our name. Metazoa is the scientific word for a large division of the animal kingdom. So we believe that that name brings everyone back to our central mission of giving 5% to these various animal charities. Carmen mentioned yesterday about our packaging, so I wanted to touch on that briefly. It's something that's really important to us to be able to be informative but also approachable and aesthetically pleasing. So we believe that combining the scientific feel of the cans with the kind of tongue-in-cheek illustrations is a fun way to really portray our brand and what we're about. There's a little bit more branding. We believe there are three parts of the Metazoa difference, as we like to call it. The first being the 5% to animals. This year, at the end of the year, we'll write a final round of checks to our charities, and we'll actually cross over the $100,000 donation mark, which we believe is a huge landmark for us, and we're all really, really proud of that. Secondly, we have an incredible brewing team with various different backgrounds. One of our brewers, we have people from the West Coast and from Indianapolis locally. The guy on the far left also is our brewmaster. His name is John J. Hall. He was the head brewer at Goose Island for 15 years and the creator of the 312 Urban Wheat recipe. And finally, our award-winning beer. So one of the great things about having so many really talented brewers is we've been able to bring home a lot of really reputable national and global awards, including 2 World Beer Cup medals and 3 Great American Beer Festival medals, one of which was a gold this year. So in closing, I want to just say that we've been discussing a lot this week about how it's not just enough to make great beer anymore, and I feel like Metazoa has done a great job of really try to position ourselves uniquely to represent what we believe is the future of craft beer, which is brewing and providing the greatest possible beer, but with a greater cause behind it. And we're really excited to be here and be able to talk with you guys about what we're doing and how passionate we are about drinking beer and helping animals.
You can hang out here for a second in case the judges have some questions for you. It's not enough to just make great beer, but the great beer is really important. Tom, you had some thoughts on the beer yesterday. Same today? Did you get to try anything different? And if so, what are your thoughts?
I haven't tried the barley wine yet, but I would say that my thoughts on the IPA are the same as they were yesterday. Super resinous, hop forward, lots of balance, just a really well-made beer.
Thank you.
Veronica, your take on the beer?
Yeah, I didn't know the style. Obviously, just by aroma, it was immediately IPA, great aroma, medium to high body. So that triggered something like, what style are we going? It's a 7%, so appropriate there. And just getting into the barley wine, but quality-wise, definitely there.
Brian, a lot was talked about the sort of cause behind Metazoa. I mean, how important is that to you as an investor?
I think causes are great. Anything you have that ties you more closely to the consumer and something they care about, and everyone likes animals, I think, in general, it's always a positive thing.
In terms of the branding, anything stand out for you, Nico?
Honestly, I think the cause is really cool. We donate 3% to the environment, and I find that it's cool that you're linking it to specific causes, and each can has a different animal to it. You're making it more tangible to the consumer.
Thank you.
Marty, did you have any questions? Were any questions come up from yesterday's presentations today that you don't have answered or you want answered?
Yeah, I have a ton, but how much time do I have? That thing says I have 2 hours left.
Not quite, but okay. Go ahead.
This was great about who you are. Where are you going? I didn't see a vision.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's part of actually why we're here is we're at a little bit of a crossroads as a business. We have a really profitable, wonderful tap room that has a great connection to the community, but we also have a little bit of, we've had a lot of pressure from out of state that, these different various states around us, we visited, talked to multiple wholesalers, and there's, they're really excited about the prospect of having our beer in these other states. So that's kind of one of the things that we're grappling with a little bit is, what do we want to do? And I think as a company, we're leaning toward, staying, really embracing our home market and kind of digging in, potentially putting more tap rooms in Indiana and just trying to kind of grow and be as great to our home state as we can for the time being.
Yeah, defining success is one of the most important things you'll need for you. Not my definition, your definition.
Yeah, I just have a question on just portfolio. It just seems with these two, are you thinking just American craft beer as wide as that comment is, or is there any niche that you're going to fit stylistically within this niche of being an animal-focused brewery?
Yeah, so from a style perspective, we really just try to make the greatest possible representation of beers. We try to really be balanced. So when you try the IPA, you want that kind of hop-forward punch, but a very clean finish. So balance is definitely kind of a guiding principle, but we do have incredible brewers, and they all have different passions as far as what they like to make. We have one guy that's very, very talented and works a lot with Saisons and Belgians. We have other guys that are really passionate about IPAs. So we like to let our brewers kind of really embrace their passion and get excited about the beer they're making. And then that kind of becomes part of our identity is that variety.
Nico, did you have a question?
Yeah, in terms of the vision for alcohol in general, how would you change if the industry were to change completely based on what you're doing? What would that change be if you were to choose one thing?
Do you mean just kind of what I would like to see as the future of alcohol?
Yeah, like future of beer. If you were going to make beer different and better, what would it be?
Note that you have about 11 seconds.
Perfect. It's an easy question. So I think the biggest thing to me is just, and I've seen representation of it this week, but to have breweries that are making great beer and really sticking to kind of classic styles and really proving that, but also backing it up with this is what we mean to society. This is what we mean to the community. And this is why we are, important and relevant and really involved, I guess is how I would change it.
Outstanding. Well done. Great job.
Thank you.